come to you from the magnificent Rand Park Golf Club, from the boardroom facilities, because it's time for the much anticipated 2019 Gauteng Shootout, where the Thursday League team takes on the Sunday League team. It's almost time. The teams will meet on the 17th of February, which is a Sunday, to play a 36-hole competition. It will be the teams, it will be the singles. We're very excited to find out, 1, who are the vice captains, 2, who are the wildcard picks, and 3, who will be taking each other on in the team draw. But first of all, we need to introduce our captains from the Thursday and the Sunday League. We have Carl Jarks with us and Richard Stewart. Gentlemen, welcome. Are we excited, Carl? It's been a month and a half of preparation for this moment.
Well, it's been as you say, an awesome time. A lot of preparation, talking to the much anticipated my announcement of my vice, emails going to and fro, thinking what Richard's thinking what's going to work, combinations, going to be epic.
Richard?
Yeah, it's going to be very good. I think, as Carl said, we've had a lot of build-up, a lot of toing and froing between the vice captains and myself. A lot of questions about who the captain's picks are going to be. We've got 10 guys who really played well during the 2018 season, and so yeah, we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to see what comes out of today, and also what happens on the 17th.
And let's talk about the pressure of getting it right, being the actual captain. You became captain by winning the Thursday and Sunday League. Take us through your thoughts.
Yeah, Sunday League was highly competitive. A lot of players playing on the Sunday League, a lot more than play on the Thursday League. So to compete with those guys and to come out on top was really a good experience. Nice to get to used to the competition and all that type of thing. And also the guys that compete on the Sunday League are used to competing against big numbers. So it's going to be epic. It's going to be really a great time, and the pressure is there to prove ourselves. You can see we're in Europe blue. So it's all going to be good.
Carl, sleepless nights?
For sure. Just thinking of all these different picks and how on the weaker Sunday League, how we can take them on and just show them who's the superior Thursday compared to the Sunday. Yeah,
I'm excited by the fact that we're playing on a Sunday, because I know there's a lot of guys in the Thursday League who battle on the Sunday League. So it's going to be interesting.
Watch the space.
So first order of business is, who are the vice captains? So we're going to go to each of the captains and we're going to find out who they have picked and why. Let's start with the Thursday League. Carl, who is your vice captain?
Well, it's a much anticipated deliberating who I could actually decide to choose. But there's only one person that really stands out, head above shoulders. He's been around for most of Duckhook. It has to be the Frickster, Frikkie Barnard. He's my vice.
So Frikkie Barnard is the Thursday League vice captain, and we know Frikkie's got a lot going on in his mind when it comes to golf. I'm sure he'll be a fantastic vice captain. Richard, who are your vice captain?
Yeah, as you said, vice captains. So I've picked 2. I've got a guy who's been part of Duckhook for a long time and is Player of the Year from 2018. So the one is Donnie, and the other one has got a lot of experience when it comes to the club competitions and team competitions when it comes to golf. So I've also gone with Christo Illers on the second pick.
So congratulations to Frikkie for your call-up, and congratulations to Christo and Donnie for their call-up. So vice captains are out of the way. One of the most exciting aspects is the wildcard picks. How does it work? There's the top 10 who qualified through IS points on each team, like I mentioned, but there are 2 extra picks which the captains get to make. They have their own criteria. For making these picks, our criteria was that we had to play at least 6 matches. So, firstly, we have 6 that they have chosen for each, from where they will choose the 2 that will make the team. I know there's a lot of you guys sitting there watching us, hoping that your name will be called, but let's first have a look at the Thursday League top 6 contenders. Carl, go through your contenders and give us a reason why you put them into the shortlist.
Well, guys, it was a hard deliberation on choosing the top 6. My first pick was Jason Evans for his amazing round that he had the other day, winning the round, shooting a 32, I think it was. I got Paul Ricketts, one of the loyal Thursday players, always plays well on the Thursday.
Right.
We've got Andre Kotze, he's a remarkable player, also hits the ball a mile, constant all the way. You've got Andrew Nielsen, he's a very good match player. Ruben Swart, he's just gone back to his old shaft, hitting it down the middle of the fairway, pretty constant. And you've got Mark Barragero, who's always there. He's just an awesome guy and very, very competitive.
Richard, who are your top 6 contenders?
Yeah, I've got 6 very good guys. They are loyal to the Sunday League and have been around a lot. And that was one of the criteria. So guys who have been there and played 6 out of the 12 events at least. We've got the 6 that we've got on the short list are JP Atwood, had a good season. If he was able to be around for a little bit more of the season, he would have definitely been in the top 10. Davy van der Merwe, I'm also fortunate that in the shootout we don't have the longest drive competition. This guy hits the ball a mile, but normally doesn't perform too well when he has the longest drive competition in his mind. But he's also a guy who's got good golf in him, and his game could suit the Eye of Africa course. Then there's of course Alan Lowe. Alan Lowe's hit a purple patch at the moment. He's had a couple of good rounds, qualified first for the major on the Sunday League with about 107 odd points, so he's playing well at the moment. Barry Fenter, one of the loyal Sunday League representatives, really good guy. I think he's learnt a lot from his defeat to me in the first round of the singles knockout. Then there's 2 other guys there. Graham de Villiers has had a consistent season, performing well. Also a guy who would have been in the top 10 if he was able to play all 12 of the events. And then lastly, a little bit of brotherly love in our team. We've already got the brothers of Ryan and Wayne Jensen in our team, so maybe another brother pairing could do well.
It is time to choose your 2 wildcard picks who will join your team at the Eye of Africa. Carl, I'm going to ask you to give me your first pick.
Well, man, my first pick out of the 6 goes to Paul Ricketts. If he could have managed to play all the rounds on the Thursday, he would have definitely been up there. Definitely well worth this pick of mine.
Well done, Paul. I'm sure you're very, very excited. Okay, so we have 1 wildcard pick. We are going to move to Richard. Richard, who is your first wildcard pick?
So my first wildcard pick is Graham de Villiers. I think again he's had a good consistent season. If he was there for all the rounds, he would have qualified quite easily for the knockout. And also a guy who has a mid handicap, so he fits into the structure of the team quite well.
So Graham, you are in the Sunday League Shootout team. We have 2 more players to pick. Carl, you have 1 more Thursday League player. Who is that last Thursday League player and why?
Well, my second and final pick goes to the champion of the Challenge 500, Ruben. He's proven is that he can perform over 36 holes, which we're going to need, and he's going to be a tough competitor on the day.
I think that is a vital point you've just made there. He's proven he can play over 36 holes, and when he's hot, he's hot. There is only 1 wild card pick left, gentlemen. Richard, who is the final player who will be teeing it up in the 2019 shootout?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it's been quite a debate as to who should be that last pick. The vice captains have given me a lot of input, a lot of information. I'm talking a little bit now so that you build up the anticipation of who it's going to be. But the last person that I've picked for our Sunday League team that's definitely going to be an asset to the team with his length off the tee, but also with his enthusiasm for the game is Davy van der Merwe.
So there we have it. We have the 24 players who will be representing their teams at the shootout on the 17th of February. There's only 1 more order of business to get through, and that is the team versus team matchups. We're going to do them now, and then on the day, once everything's done, the captains on the tee box on Facebook Live will announce the singles pairings that will be playing each other. But for now, the most important thing is we're going to do a coin toss to decide which of the captains will pick first, and then if it's you, Carl, you will say your first two that will take on Richard's first two, and so on. Are we ready, gentlemen?
Looking forward to it.
Well, we've got a Turankonia, we've got a kudu, and a head.
Kudu.
Kudu, you go first.
Richard, you get the first pick. What team are you pairing together?
So, seeing that we've got the first pick, we've thrown a little bit of a curveball into the mix, so we're going with Donnie Geldenhuys and Wayne Jensen to lead us out.
Good combination there, but I think Nico Roots and Ruben Swart will take them on quite easily.
That'll be a brilliant matchup.
Then my first pick will be Sean Samuel and Jacques Nel.
So based on that, we will then put myself, Richard Stewart and Donna Perimel out against those two.
Okay.
Then our third pick out will be Davy van der Merwe. We'll go out with Kobus Kumar.
Interesting. That I think I should put my name in there, and I think I'll put my name down with the Big D. Alright, then my next one is going to be Maz and Kevin Ho.
I think we're on the same wavelength here as far as our thinking is concerned. So we will go out then with Dale Costa and Graham de Villiers against those two.
Okay. Interesting one.
So my next pairing is going to be Ndaba Nkoma, and then also with him will be Ryan Jensen.
That's an interesting one. Definitely a tough one there. And I think I'm going to put them with Andre Lars and Nick Coles. That's going to be
That'll be a good battle.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one to follow.
There'll be some nice chirping out there, I'm sure.
Well, my final pairing is going to be Frikkie Barnard and Paul Ricketts.
So I think we're in for quite a battle royale on that last one, because we've got Christo Illes and Peter Zakaria closing up our field. So that's going to be a very, very interesting last four ball to come in.
For sure.
So there we have it. The pairs have been decided. Very exciting. It's going to be a magnificent day on course. Plenty to play for, a lot of bragging rights, and remember, you could find yourself in this position. If you work hard on the 2019 tour, win the leagues, you could be captaining the 2020 shootout team. It's a lot of incentive. There's going to be a lot of banter, a lot of build-up until we get to the big day. There's obviously going to be live scoring. Everybody can be involved. Yeah. If you want to come down on the day and support the guys and walk the course, you're more than welcome to. It's going to be great. Thank you for watching from Rand Park and their boardrooms. We'll see you soon.